In this lecture, we will continue adding the different types of dimension. So we are going to learn about this perimeter dimension, baseline dimension and reference dimension. So let's say I will turn off the plane display and I draw a rectangle. Draw a rectangle like this. If we want to specify any dimension as reference dimension, for this we can use this option of reference dimension. So to insert the reference dimension, what we have to do is click on this dimension and select the part where we want dimension. So let's say I want this line as a reference dimension. So click on this line and then place the dimension. Hit the roller of the mouse and here it is going to show that this dimension is a reference dimension. Make a double click on this. You can see modifying dimension is not allowed. So that is the advantage of using the reference dimension. We cannot change them. So I will select this dimension and I am going to delete this. Next type of dimension we have is the perimeter dimension. Perimeter means sum of the total length. For example, in this rectangle you can see we have a width and we have a height. We can also specify the dimension of this rectangle using the perimeter. To do this, we need to go to this perimeter option, go to perimeter, and here it is going to show select one or more item. Click on. So to insert the perimeter dimension, first I will select this rectangle. Select the rectangle, then click on perimeter dimension. Now it is going to show select dimension to be driven by perimeter dimension. Let's say I select this dimension. So now it is going to show this as a variable dimension. And here you can see it is going to specify the perimeter. So I will press enter from here. Now in this rectangle, we have the total perimeter value and then we have this side as a variable. So when I change this dimension, make a double click here, you can see we cannot directly modify it. We have to modify this using this perimeter. So make a double click on this perimeter. Let's say this is 2000. Press enter. Now you can see according to this perimeter, the dimension of this vertical line has been changed. So this is the one way of using the perimeter dimension. Next we are going to know about this baseline dimension. To understand the baseline dimension, let's say I am going to create some sketch. Go to line chain. I will draw some sketch like this, a series of lines. So this is the sketch we have and finish this. Okay, I want this up to this length and press escape. Now trim the extra part, so delete segments like this. So in case of baseline dimension, we have a one reference dimension that is at 0 location. So click on baseline dimension from here, select this vertical side as baseline and place it. Hit the roller. So you can see it is going to show 0 dimension. Now to insert the baseline dimension, we need to go to dimension. Hold down the control key, select this dimension. First select this dimension for the reference. And then hold down the control key, I will select this vertical line. Now place the dimension here. Press escape. Similarly, I will continue making this by selecting multiple lines. Select this line and this line and this line. Place the dimension here. So with this baseline dimension, you can see it is going to take this line as a 0 reference and distance of this line from this line to this line here, with respect to this 0 line, it is going to show the distances. That is the use of selecting the baseline dimension. I will click OK from here.